萨遮住梅巴瓦苏罗卡尤梅巴瓦苏波卡尤梅巴瓦安努拉多梅巴瓦萨瓦舍利梅布拉萨萨罗伽玛苏达梅吉他斯里人古鲁吽哈哈哈哈巴嘎文萨罗达达达达贝萨玛贝萨扎贝萨巴瓦玛拉萨贝萨罗瓦吽贝萨遮住梅巴瓦贝萨萨罗萨玛雅玛鲁巴拉雅贝萨萨罗内乌巴利萨遮住梅巴瓦苏罗卡尤梅巴瓦苏波卡尤梅巴瓦安努拉多梅巴瓦萨瓦舍利梅布拉萨萨罗伽玛苏扎梅吉他斯里人古鲁吽哈哈哈哈巴嘎文萨罗达达达达贝萨玛梅门扎贝斯巴瓦玛哈萨米萨罗瓦吽贝吽贝扎萨罗萨玛雅玛鲁巴拉雅贝萨萨多内乌巴利萨遮住梅巴瓦苏罗卡尤梅巴瓦苏波卡尤梅巴瓦安努拉多梅巴瓦萨瓦舍利梅布拉萨萨罗伽玛苏扎梅吉他斯里人古鲁吽哈哈哈哈巴嘎文萨罗达达达达贝萨玛梅门扎贝斯巴瓦玛哈萨米萨罗瓦吽贝吽贝扎萨罗萨玛雅玛鲁巴拉雅贝扎萨罗内乌巴利萨遮住梅巴瓦苏罗卡尤梅巴瓦苏波卡尤梅巴瓦安努拉多梅巴瓦萨瓦舍利梅布拉萨萨罗伽玛苏扎梅吉他斯里人古鲁吽哈哈哈哈巴嘎文萨罗达达达达贝萨玛梅门扎贝斯巴瓦玛哈萨米萨罗瓦吽贝吽贝扎萨罗萨玛雅玛鲁巴拉雅贝扎萨罗内乌巴利萨遮住梅巴瓦苏罗卡尤梅巴瓦苏波卡尤梅巴瓦安努拉多梅巴瓦萨瓦舍利梅布拉萨萨罗伽玛苏扎梅吉他斯里人古鲁吽哈哈哈哈巴嘎文萨罗达达达达贝萨玛梅门扎贝斯巴瓦玛哈萨米萨罗瓦吽贝吽贝扎萨罗萨多萨玛雅玛鲁扎贝扎萨多提乌巴提萨遮住梅巴瓦苏波卡尤梅巴瓦苏波卡尤梅巴瓦安努拉多梅巴瓦萨瓦舍利梅布拉萨萨瓦伽玛苏扎梅吉他斯里人古鲁吽哈哈哈巴嘎文萨瓦达达达达贝萨玛梅门扎贝斯巴瓦玛哈萨玛雅萨嘎佐玛贝斯巴瓦玛哈萨米萨罗瓦吽贝吽贝扎萨罗萨玛雅玛鲁巴拉雅贝扎萨多内乌巴利萨遮住梅巴瓦苏罗卡尤梅巴瓦苏波卡尤梅巴瓦安努拉多梅巴瓦萨瓦舍利梅布拉萨萨罗伽玛苏扎梅吉他斯里人古鲁吽哈哈哈哈巴嘎文萨罗达达达达贝萨玛梅门扎贝斯巴瓦玛哈萨米萨罗瓦吽贝吽贝扎萨罗萨玛雅玛鲁巴拉雅贝扎萨多内乌巴利萨遮住梅巴瓦苏罗卡尤梅巴瓦苏波卡尤梅巴瓦安努拉多梅巴瓦萨瓦舍利梅布拉萨萨罗伽玛苏扎梅吉他斯里人古鲁吽哈哈哈哈巴嘎文萨罗达达达达贝萨玛梅门扎贝斯巴瓦玛哈萨米萨罗瓦吽贝吽贝扎萨罗萨玛雅玛鲁巴拉雅贝扎萨多内乌巴利萨遮住梅巴瓦苏罗卡尤梅巴瓦苏波卡尤梅巴瓦安努拉多梅巴瓦萨瓦舍利梅布拉萨萨罗伽玛苏扎梅吉他斯里人古鲁吽哈哈哈哈巴嘎文萨罗达达达达贝萨玛梅门扎贝斯巴瓦玛哈萨米萨罗瓦吽贝吽贝扎萨罗萨玛雅玛鲁巴拉雅贝扎萨多内乌巴利萨遮住梅巴瓦苏罗卡尤梅巴瓦苏波卡尤梅巴瓦安努拉多梅巴瓦萨瓦舍利梅布拉萨萨罗伽玛苏扎梅吉他斯里人古鲁吽哈哈 Saroa Hompe Om Beza Saro Samaya Manubalaya Beza Saro Deo Parisa Jajo Me Bawa Suno Kayo Me Bawa Supo Kayo Me Bawa Anulato Me Bawa Sarwa Sudi Me Bulaza Sarwa Kama Shuzame Chidama Sri Ren Guru Om Ha 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 Bhagavan Sarwa Dada Kada Beza Mame Menja Beza Bawa Maha Samya Saroa Hompe Om Beza Saro Samaya Manubalaya Beza Saro Devu Parisa Jajo Me Bawa Suno Kayo Me Bawa Supo Kayo Me Bawa Anulato Me Bawa Sarwa Sudi Me Bulaza Sarwa Kama Shuzame Chidama Sri Ren Guru Om Ha 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 Bhagavan Sarwa Dada Kada Beza Mame Menja Beza Bawa Maha Samya Saroa Hompe Om Beza Saro Samaya Manubalaya Beza Saro Devu Parisa Jajo Me Bawa Suno Kayo Me Bawa Supo Kayo Me Bawa Anulato Me Bawa Sarwa Sudi Me Bulaza Sarwa Kama Shuzame Chidama Sri Ren Guru Om Ha 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 Bhagavan Sarwa Dada Kada Beza Mame Menja Beza Bawa Maha Samya Saroa Hompe Om Beza Saro Samaya Manubalaya Beza Saro Devu Parisa Jajo Me Bawa Supo Kayo Me Bawa Supo Kayo Me Bawa Anulato Me Bawa Sarwa Sudi Me Bulaza Sarwa Kama Shuzame Chidama Sri Ren Guru Ha 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 Bhagavan Sarwa Dada Kada Beza Mame Menja Beza Bawa Maha Samaya Saroa Om Maha Samya Saroa Hompe Om Beza Saro Samaya Manubalaya Beza Saro Devu Parisa Jajo Me Bawa Suno Kayo Me Bawa Supo Kayo Me Bawa Anulato Me Bawa Sarwa Sudi Me Bulaza Sarwa Kama Shuzame Chidama Sri Ren Guru Om Ha 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 Bhagavan Sarwa Dada Kada Beza Mame Menja Beza Bawa Maha Samya Saroa Hompe Om Beza Saro Samaya Manubalaya Beza Saro Devu Parisa Jajo Me Bawa Suno Kayo Me Bawa Supo Kayo Me Bawa Anulato Me Bawa Sarwa Sudi Me Bulaza Sarwa Kama Shuzame Chidama Sri Ren Guru Om Ha 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 Bhagavan Sarwa Dada Kada Beza Mame Menja Beza Bawa Maha Samya Saroa Hompe Om Beza Saro Samaya Manubalaya Beza Saro Devu Parisa Jajo Me Bawa Suno Kayo Me Bawa Supo Kayo Me Bawa Anulato Me Bawa Sarwa Sudi Me Bulaza Sarwa Kama Shuzame Chidama Sri Ren Om Ha 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 Bhagavan Sarwa Dada Kada Beza Mame Menja Beza Bawa Maha Samya Saroa Hompe Om Beza Saro Samaya Manubalaya
Okay, Amitabha. Hi, everyone. Welcome to True Buddha School's Tantric Dharma Brilliantly Illuminates the Great Earth, the global online group cultivation of the Vajrasattva or the Vajrasattva Bodhisattva Sadhana for preliminaries. So, before we get started, as usual, this is our lineage, and also these are some notes. You can watch the replay later and like look at it in detail if you like to. But first of all, let's sit quietly and adjust our breathing. And also make sure that you have all your Dharma implements prepared, your mala beads, you've changed the offerings at your shrine. Please raise the back of your seat slightly and sit in the 7-point posture of Vairocana. Sit with your legs crossed in a lotus position if you can. But if it's difficult for you, just any position that you're comfortable in, that you can just any position that you're comfortable in. But if you're able to, then let's do the 7-point posture of Vairocana. So that means lotus position with your hands in the meditation mudra below the navel. Straighten your spine, your central channel. Straighten and extend both your shoulders. Let your tongue touch your upper palate. Tuck in your chin. Close your eyes slightly and gently smile. Relax and let go of all thoughts. Focus your mind on a single point. Focus your attention on the present Dharma practice. Let your body become still. Let your speech become silent. Let your mind become quiet. Completely empty your body and mind. And adjust our breathing as much as possible so that it becomes subtle or gentle, slow and gradual. Vajrasattva Bodhisattva, Vajrasattva Sadhana for preliminaries. Let's begin the practice. Begin with praying for the lineage root blessing. First, empty your body and mind. Next, visualize True Buddha School's lineage. Namo Maha Vairochana. Namo Buddha Lochana Buddha Mother. Namo Amitabha Buddha. Namo Pama Kumara. Namo Living Buddha Lian Sheng. Visualize all of these lineage deities radiating great light, and one by one their faces transform into the face of our lineage root guru. They then transform into pearls of light, and one by one they merge into the body of our lineage root guru. Visualize His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng sitting atop the crown of our head, radiating great light. 请手结莲花童子手 and form the Pama Kumara Mudra. And let's recite the Pama Kumara Heart Mantra 7 times to pray for the great lineage blessing and a perfect and complete practice. Om Guru Lian Sheng Siddhi Hom. 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 祈请莲生活佛加持文 Supplication for the blessing of living Buddha Lian Sheng. Om Hom. With reverence, I offer my purified body, speech, and mind to Vairochana, your Dharma body, Holy Buddha Lochana Buddha Mother, your bliss body, Pama Kumara, your emanation body, living Buddha Lian Sheng. These 3 bodies are the same in essence as the Buddha's grace. Homage to the great true Buddha lineage, your transcendent power permeates the whole universe, radiating light throughout the 3 times, manifesting in an instant across all time and space. Disciples of the Buddha constantly implore for your blessing light to increase merit and wisdom. In the past, Shakyamuni Buddha prophesied your Buddhahood. Amitabha Buddha entrusted you with the mission of deliverance. Maitreya Bodhisattva bestowed upon you the red crown. Guru Padmasambhava taught you the Tantric Dharma. We pray you never abandon your vast vows to liberate us all, thus with your protection, care, and guidance, may your blessings give rise to swift accomplishment. Namo Vairochana Buddha, Namo Buddha Lochana Buddha Mother, Namo Pama Kumara, Namo Living Buddha Lian Sheng, Namo the True Buddha Ocean Assembly of all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and Mahasattvas of 10 directions and 3 times. 做四无量观. Perform the 4 immeasurables visualization. Let's first visualize father and paternal relatives on our left, mother and maternal relatives on our right, our teachers, benefactors, loved ones, and friends behind us, our karmic creditors and enemies in front of us, and all beings of the 6 realms surrounding on the outside, all joining us in this Tantric Dharma practice, all attaining Buddhahood together. Form the awakened mudra, clap and snap fingers. Ching Qi An Tu Di Shen Yen, Purification Mantras and Earth Deity Mantra. Om Sholi Sholi, Maha Sholi Shusholi Soha. Om Shodoli Shodoli Shomoli Shomoli Soha. Om Waraladan He He Hom. Namo Samando Mudonam Om Dulu Dulu Dewi Soha. Nian Zhao Qing Zhou, recite the invocation mantra 3 times. Om Ah Om Soha. Om Ah Om Soha. Om Ah Om Soha. We sincerely invoke Namo Lineage Root Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng, Namo White Maha Padma Kumara, Namo Lotus Light Perfect East Buddha, Namo all lineage gurus of True Buddha School, the main deity of this group practice, Namo Vajrasattva, the main deity of this group practice, Namo Vajrasattva, the main deity of this group practice, Namo Vajrasattva, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and Mahasattvas of the 10 directions and 3 times, Namo Maha Prajna Paramita. Namo the great benevolent lineage gurus of True Buddha School, may all beings attain peace and happiness. Namo the 5 Buddhas, deities, and the shrine, may all beings be free of all sufferings. Namo all Buddhas of the 10 directions and 3 times, may all beings abide in joy and kindness. Namo the Tripitaka and 12 divisions of the Buddhist canon, may all beings forsake discrimination. Namo all sages and sanghas of the 10 directions and 3 times, may all beings attain perfect enlightenment. Namo the perfectly enlightened, holy red crown, Vajra Master Venerable Lian Sheng, may all beings of the 6 realms of samsara and I attain unsurpassed enlightenment in an instant, take refuge in, and ultimately return to Lian Sheng's Buddha land. We also invoke sincerely all the deities enshrined at our own respective altars to pray for their great blessing. Wan Xiang Da Li Bai, Great Homage Visualization. First prostrate in homage to the lineage root guru and all Buddhas of the 10 directions and 3 times. From the Buddha Shrine Mudra, you can see the image on the right, and visualize above and in front of you the lineage root guru, all lineage gurus, the 8 principal Idam deities or personal deities, all Buddhas of the 10 directions and 3 times, all Bodhisattvas and Mahasattvas, and all Dhamma protectors, including Nagas and Devas. They appear like multitudes of twinkling stars pervading the vast expanse of space. Om. Bring the mudra to touch your brow point and visualize lineage root guru's brow point, emitting a beam of white light entering your brow point. Ah. Bring the mudra to touch your throat area and visualize lineage root guru's throat emitting a beam of brilliant red light entering your throat area. Om. Bring the mudra to touch your heart chakra and visualize lineage root Guru's heart chakra emitting a beam of blue light entering your heart chakra. Then visualize yourself prostrating fully on the ground, paying homage universally to lineage root Guru and all Buddhas in the 10 directions and 3 times. Touch your brow point with the mudra again, and then release the mudra. So whenever we recite Om Ahom for the other parts of the great homage, do the same visualization. Second, prostrate in homage to all bodhisattvas from the lotus mudra. Om Ahom. Visualize yourself paying homage universally to all bodhisattvas and mahasattvas. Then touch your brow point of the mudra again, release the mudra. Third, prostrate in homage to all Dharma protectors. Form the Vajra folded palms mudra. Om Ahom. Visualize yourself paying homage to all Dharma protectors, including Nagas and Jivas. Touch your brow point, release the mudra. For vow and homage to all in equality, form the equality mudra. Bow, touch your brow point, and then release the mudra. Manda Gongyang, Great Mandala Offering. Form the offering mudra. You can look at the screen if you're unfamiliar. And what it represents is Mount Sumeru in the middle, surrounded by the 4 continents. Visualize the mudra transforming to Mount Sumeru and the 4 great continents containing infinite offerings within. And the offerings multiply into quantities as vast as the oceans and clouds. So you can visualize all the offerings on your altar. You can visualize infinite flowers, incense, lamps of light, tea, and fruit. These are the 5 basic offerings. You can also visualize clothing, food, shelter, transportation, mountains of rice, amrita or ambrosia, exquisite delicacies or gourmet cuisines, rare and precious treasures, Vajra song and dance, beautiful adornments, and visualize all of these offerings transforming and multiplying to form a row, and the rows multiply to form an endless field, and the fields multiply to fill the entire universe. Sincerely offer all these to our lineage guru, the lineage gurus of True Buddha School, the 8 principal Yidam deities, all Buddhas of the 10 directions and 3 times, all bodhisattvas and mahasattvas, and all Dharma protectors, including Devas and Nagas. Recite the offering verse. Mount Meru together with the 4 continents, sun and moon, transform into precious treasures to offer to the Buddhas. May all merits from offering these treasures quickly remove karma to realize Buddhahood. Recite the offering mantra. Om Sawa Tadakata Itamu Gulana Minchala Nilye Dami. Bring the mudra to touch your brow point and then release the mudra. Fourfold Refuge. Perform the empowerment visualization. And let's visualize our lineage root group. So you can, that's our lineage root group in the picture on the left. All lineage gurus, all Buddhas, Dharma, and Sanghas, merging and transforming into a great white light to bestow empowerment on us. Recite the fourfold refuge mantra 3 times. Namo Gurube, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammoye, Namo Sankhya, Namo Gurube, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Damoye. Namo Sankhaye. Namo Gurube. Namo Buddhaye. Namo Damoye. Namo Sankhaye. So Namo means taking refuge, and each line we take refuge in our root guru, in the Buddhas, in Dharma, and the Sangha. Peace Hu Shen armor protection from the Vajra folded palms mudra. You can look at the screen top right corner for the diagram. 持金刚手菩萨真言七遍 recite the Vajrapani Bodhisattva mantra 7 times. Om Brulanjali, Om Brulanjali, Om Brulanjali, Om Brulanjali, Om Brulanjali, Om Brulanjali, Om Brulanjali. Bring the mudra to touch your forehead, throat, heart, left shoulder, right shoulder, back to your forehead. And as you release the mudra, visualize Vajrapani Bodhisattva appearing in the space above you, multiplying to 4, guarding you from the front, back, left, and right. So Vajrapani Bodhisattva, you can look at the left side for a diagram. His body is blue in color. He holds a Vajra in his right hand, raised, and then he holds a lasso in his left hand in a lunging position, surrounded by flames. 刀王观世音经 Hiking of Avalokiteshvara Sutra. Sincerely invoke the 8 great bodhisattvas, Namo Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva Mahasattva, Namo Maitreya Bodhisattva Mahasattva, Namo Akashagapa Bodhisattva Mahasattva, Namo Samanta Bhadra Bodhisattva Mahasattva, Namo Vajrapani Bodhisattva Mahasattva, Namo Manjushri Bodhisattva Mahasattva, Namo Sarva Nivarana Vishkambin Bodhisattva Mahasattva, Namo Kistigarba Bodhisattva Mahasattva, Namo all Bodhisattvas and Mahasattvas, Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, Namo Buddha, Namo Dharma, Namo Sangha. Having affinity with the Buddha lens, with Dharma as the cause, permanence, bliss, true self, and purity, it all begins with an affinity with the Dharma. Namo Maha Prajna Paramita, a great divine mantra. Namo Maha Prajna Paramita, great wisdom mantra. Namo Maha Prajna Paramita, an unsurpassed mantra. Namo Maha Prajna Paramita, an unequaled mantra. Namo Pure Light, Secret Buddha. Dhamma Treasury Buddha. Lion's Roar and Divine Speed, Tranquil King Buddha. Buddha announced Sumeru Lamb King Buddha. Dhamma Protector Buddha. Vajra Treasury Lion's Play Buddha. Precious Excellence Buddha. Supernatural Power Buddha. Medicine Master Vaidira Light King Buddha. Universal Light Merit Mountain King Buddha. Virtuously Abiding Merit Jewel King Buddha. The 7 past Buddhas. The future 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate eon. The 1,500 Buddhas. The 15,000 Buddhas. The 500 Flower Victory Buddhas. The 10 billion Vajra Treasury Buddhas. Samadhi Light Buddha. The names of the 6 Buddhas of the 6 directions. To the east, Precious Light Moon Palace, Moonlight Wonder, Divine Voice King Buddha. To the south, Tree Root Flower King Buddha. To the west, Ebony King, Supernatural Power, Flaming Flower King Buddha. To the north, Moon Palace, Purity Buddha. Up above, Infinite Diligence, Jewel Crown Buddha. Down below, Perfect Tranquil Moon, Voice King Buddha. All the countless Buddhas, Abundant Treasures Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, Maitreya Buddha, Akshobhya Buddha, Amitabha Buddha. All sentient beings in the center and those in the Pure Lands, walking and living upon the earth and in the vast expanse of space. Care for all sentient beings with loving kindness and compassion, affording them equanimity and peace, so that they can cultivate day and night. Constantly reciting this sutra can extinguish the suffering of birth and death and eliminate all poisons and harms. Namo Great Wisdom of Avalokiteshvara, Observant Wisdom of Avalokiteshvara, Noble Wisdom of Avalokiteshvara, Open Wisdom of Avalokiteshvara, Medicine King Bodhisattva, Medicine Supreme Bodhisattva, Manjushri Bodhisattva, Samantabhadra Bodhisattva, Akashagarbha Bodhisattva, Kistigarbha Bodhisattva, the billions of precious Tsinglang Mountain Bodhisattvas, Universal Light King, Tathagata, Excellent Emanation Bodhisattva. Chanting the sutra continuously, the seven world-honored Buddhas recite this mantra. Lipo lipo te, kyoho te, tolo ni te, nihala te, pili ni te, mohoka te, chunling chen te, soha. Lipo lipo te, kyoho te, tolo ni te, nihala te, pili ni te, mohoka te, chunling chen te, soha. Lipo lipo te, kyoho te, tolo ni te, nihala te, pili ni te, mohoka te, chunling chen te, soha. Lipo lipo te, kyoho te, tolo ni te, nihala te, pili ni te, mohoka te, chunling chen te, soha. Lipo lipo te, kyoho te, tolo ni te, nihala te, pili ni te, mohoka te, chunling chen te, soha. Lipo lipo te, kyoho te, tolo ni te, nihala te, pili ni te, mohoka te, chunling chen te, soha. Lipo lipo te, kyoho te, tolo ni te, nihala te, pili ni te, mohoka te, chunling chen te, soha. Avalokiteshvaras in the 10 directions and all bodhisattvas vow to save sentient beings. By invoking their names, all can be liberated. Those of wisdom should expound it diligently, while those of affinity recite it unceasingly. Recite the sutra 1,000 times with every thought unremitting. Fire cannot harm, blades and weapons destroyed in an instant. Rage turns into joy, the dying shall live. Do not say these are empty words, for Buddhas never speak untruths. Hiking Avalokiteshvara can alleviate all sufferings. Faced with danger and crisis, the dying shall live. The words of all Buddhas are true, thus we should prostrate in homage. By reciting this sutra 1,000 times, all grave sins shall be eradicated. Those with great merit and unwavering faith should single-mindedly uphold this sutra. May this merit be dedicated universally to all. Recite 1,000 times, all grave sins shall be eradicated. Thus ends the hiking of Avalokiteshvara Sutra. Wang Shen Zhou Rebirth Mantra. First form the Great Ocean Bardo Deliverance Mudra. And you can look at the top right-hand corner if you're not sure how to form the mudra. That's the Great Ocean Bardo Deliverance Mudra. And let's first visualize Amitabha Buddha, radiating great light, releasing countless lotus blossoms and Dharma vessels to deliver our deceased ancestors, our karmic creditors, any beings that we have hurt, harmed in this life or past lives. Pray for Amitabha Buddha to bring them to the Western Paradise or ultimate bliss of the Western Pure Land, or otherwise known as Sukhavati. And he also has Avalokiteshvara and Mahastama Prapta Bodhisattva on his left and right. So let's recite the rebirth mantra 7 times. Namo Amida, Namo Amidopoye, Dodagadoye, Dodieta, Amilido Bobi, Amilido Sidan Bobi, Amilido Bigalande, Amilido Bigalando, Kamini Gagana, Chido Galiso, Namo Amidopoye, Dodagadoye, Dodieta, Amilido Bobi, Amilido Sidan Bobi, Amilido Bigalande, Amilido Bigalando, Kamini Gagana, Chido Galiso, Namo Amido Boye, Doda Gadoye, Dodieta, Amilido Bobi, Amilido Sidan Bobi, Amilido Bigalande, Amilido Bigalando, Kamini Gagana, Chido Galiso, Namo Amido Boye, Doda Gadoye, Dodieta, Amilido Bobi, Amilido Sidan Bobi, Amilido Bigalante, Amilido Bigalando, Kamini Gagana, Chido Galiso, Namo Amido Boye, Doda Gadoye, 多地耶他，阿弥利多波比，阿弥利多悉檀波比，阿弥利多毗伽蓝帝，阿弥利多毗伽蓝多，伽弥尼伽伽那智多伽利梭哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多达伽多耶，多利耶他，阿弥利多波比，阿弥利多悉檀波比，阿弥利多毗伽蓝帝，阿弥利多毗伽蓝多。伽弥尼伽伽那智多伽利梭哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多达伽多耶，多地耶他，阿弥利多波比，阿弥利多悉檀波比，阿弥利多毗伽蓝帝，阿弥利多毗伽蓝多，伽弥尼伽伽那智多伽利梭哈。By the way, if you're in the North America region, it's the lunar 17th of the 11th month. So that's Amitabha's birthday. Okay. So anyway, 念四无量心偈 recite the four immeasurables prayer. 愿一切众生去除了极乐因是此无量. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. This is immeasurable loving kindness. May all sentient beings be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. This is immeasurable compassion. May all sentient beings always abide in non-suffering and happiness. This is immeasurable joy. May all sentient beings relinquish craving and aversion, abiding in equality. This is immeasurable equanimity. Buddha Sing generating bodhicitta. Recite the generating bodhicitta verse. We disciples shall take refuge in the root guru and three jewels, never receding on the path until reaching enlightenment. May all virtuous deeds, great or small, be dedicated to all sentient beings for their speedy enlightenment. 念发菩提心真言3遍 Recite the Bodhicitta mantra 3 times. Om Bodhicitta Pitsa Samaya Ahum. Om Bodhicitta Pitsa Samaya Ahum. Om Bodhicitta Pitsa Samaya Ahum. Zingang Sing Vajrachitta or Vajra Heart. Let's recite the repentance verse 3 times. And we can reflect if we've made any mistakes this past week or all of the mistakes that we made in our past lives that we don't even remember, leading to our karmic hindrances in the present life. All my transgressions committed since time immemorial originate in beginningless greed, hatred, and ignorance, manifested by my body, speech, and mind. For all these I now fully repent. All my transgressions committed since time immemorial originate in beginningless greed, hatred, and ignorance, manifested by my body, speech, and mind. For all these I now fully repent. All my transgressions committed since time immemorial originate in beginningless greed, hatred, and ignorance, manifested by my body, speech, and mind. For all these I now fully repent. 念忏悔咒108遍 Recite the repentance mantra 108 times. Sorry. Om Betsa Samaya Sudaya, 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 Om Betsa Samaya Sudaya. Om Sorry. Om Betsa Samya Sudaya, 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 Om Betsa Samaya Sudaya. 莲花童子心咒 Pama Kumara Heart Mantra. Let's first perform the three light blessing visualization called Sanguang Jiabei Guanxiang. So visualize our root guru's brow point, emitting a powerful beam of white light entering your brow point. Visualize the root guru's throat area, emitting a powerful beam of red light entering your throat area. Visualize the root guru's heart chakra, emitting a powerful beam of blue light entering your heart chakra. Visualize the white, red, and blue beams of light dissolving into your body and mind. Then perform the mala beads visualization. Hold the mala beads with both hands in front of your chest and use your thumbs to move or slide over the beads when reciting the mantra. And let's first visualize our left hand as a Vajra bell, right hand as a Vajra scepter. the Guru bead as the stupa of abundant treasures, the 4 divider beads as the 4 Diva kings. Visualize the tassel as a lotus hand or known as a Buddha hand, and visualize the mala bead string as the white light of Vajrasattva's inherent nature, threading through all the beads. During mantra recitation, as each bead is moved and counted, visualize it transforming into your lineage root guru, living Buddha Lian Sheng, coming towards us. 十莲花童子心咒108遍 Recite the Pama Kumara Heart Mantra 108 times, the short version. Om Guru Lian Sheng Siddhi Hom, 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 Om Guru Lian Sheng Siddhi Hom. 金刚心菩萨把 Vajrasattva Bodhisattva practice from the Vajrasattva mudra. So there are two versions. You can form either one of them. Both are fine. And first visualize emptiness. Recite the emptiness mantra 3 times. Om Subhava Sutta Sawa Dharma Subhava Suddoham. Om Subhava Sutta Sawa Dharma Subhava Suddoham. Om Subhava Sutta Sawa Dharma Subhava Suddoham. 三段法身观想 3-stage Dharma rising visualization. So let's first visualize an expanse of ocean stretching on for miles. And above this ocean is a stretch of clear, sunny sky. A light blue moon disk rises up from the ocean into the sky. And inside the moon disk, there's a white Tibetan seed syllable Hom, emitting brilliant white light. The Hom seed syllable in the moon disk revolves and transforms into Vajrasattva. Visualize Vajrasattva seated upon an 8-petaled lotus. Vajrasattva's body is white in color, and he wears a 5 Buddha crown and layers of celestial clothing. He holds a Vajra scepter in his right hand against the heart, Vajra bell in his left hand by the left thigh, and you can also visualize the streamers from his 5 Buddha crown, the flowing scarf around his arms, the short necklaces, the multi-layered strands of long necklaces, his earrings, armlets, bracelets or bangles, the waist belt, the anklets, his anklets, and also toe rings, toe ornaments, his exquisite garments, celestial garments. Okay. And reciting in Vajrasattva's heart is a white Hom seed syllable, surrounded by the 100-syllable mantra. From Vajrasattva's heart flows a stream of white, luminous ambrosia or amrita to bestow empowerment on us. All of our negative karma is transformed into black liquid, which seeps out through our skin pores. After purification, Vajrasattva descends into our body, merging with us to become one and the same. We can continue this visualization while reciting the 100-syllable mantra. 诵百字明咒21遍, recite the 100-syllable mantra 21 times. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupadisha Zazo Mepawa Sudokai Mepawa Subokai Mepawa Anulato Mepawa Sawa Siddhi Mepolayacha Sawa Karma Sushame Chidam Sulivan Guru Hom Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tata Tata Vajamame Mancha Vajapawa Mahasamaya Satowa Hom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupadisha Zazo Mepawa Sudokai Mepawa Subokai Mepawa Anulato Mepawa Sawa Siddhi Mepolayacha Sawa Karma Sushame Chidam Sulivan Guru Hom Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tata Kata Vajamame Mancha Vajapawa Mahasamaya Satowa Humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manubalaya Betsa Sato Denu Badisha Zazo Mepawa Sudokai Mepawa Subokai Mepawa Anulato Mepawa Sawa Siddhi Mipolaya Cha Sawa Karma Sushame Zidam Sulivan Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Vizamame Mancha Vizibawa Mahasamaya Sadowa Humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manubalaya Betsa Sato Denu Badisha Zazo Mepawa Sudokai Mepawa Subokai Mepawa Anulado Mepawa Sawa Siddhi Mipolaya Cha Sawa Karma Sushame Zidam Silivan Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Vizamame Mancha Vizibawa Mahasamaya Sadowa Humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manubalaya Betsa Sato Denu Badisha Zazo Mepawa Sudokai Mepawa Subokai Mepawa Anulado Mepawa Sawa Siddhi Mipolaya Cha Sawa Karma Sushame Sidam Silivan Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Vizamame Mancha Vizibawa Mahasamaya Sadowa Humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manubalaya Betsa Sato Denu Padisha Zazo Mepawa Sudokai Mepawa Subokai Mepawa Anulado Mepawa Sawa Siddhi Mipolaya Cha Sawa Karma Sushame Sidam Silivan Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Vizamame Mancha Vizibawa Mahasamaya Sadowa Humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manupalaya Betsa Sato Denu Padisha Zazo Mepawa Sudokai Mepawa Subokai Mepawa Anulado Mepawa Sawa Siddhi Mipolaya Cha Sawa Karma Sushame Zidam Silivan Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Vizamame Mancha Vizibawa Mahasamaya Sadowa Humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manubalaya Betsa Sato Denu Padisha Zazo Mepawa Sudokai Mepawa Subokai Mepawa Anulado Mepawa Sawa Siddhi Mipolaya Cha Sawa Karma Sushame Sidam Silivan Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Vizamame Mancha Vizibawa Mahasamaya Sadowa Humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manubalaya Betsa Sato Denu Badisha Zazo Mepawa Sudokai Mepawa Subokai Mepawa Anulado Mepawa Sawa Siddhi Mipolaya Cha Sawa Karma Sushame Zidam Silivan Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Vizamame Mancha Vizibawa Mahasamaya Sadowa Humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manubalaya Betsa Sato Denu Badisha Zazo Mepawa Sudokai Mepawa Subokai Mepawa Anulado Mepawa Sawa Siddhi Mipolaya Cha Sawa Karma Sushame Sidam Silivan Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Vizamame Mancha Vizibawa Mahasamaya Sadowa Humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manubalaya Betsa Sato Denu Badisha Zazo Mepawa Sudokai Mepawa Subokai Mepawa Anulado Mepawa Sawa Siddhi Mipolaya Cha Sawa Karma Sushame Zidam Silivan Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Vizamame Mancha Vizibawa Mahasamaya Sadowa Humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manubalaya Vajrasattva denu padisha zazo me pawa, sudokai me pawa, supokai me pawa, anulado me pawa, sawa siddhi, me polaya cha sawa karma, sushame chidam, silivan guru hum, ha 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 ha, bhagavan sawa, tathagata, vizamame mancha, vizipawa, Mahasamaya Sattva Humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manupalaya Betsa Sato Denubadisha Zazo Me Pawa Sudokai Me Pawa Supokai Me Pawa Anulado Me Pawa Sawa Siddhi Me Polayacha Sawa Karma Sushame Siddham Silivan Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Bezamame Mancha Bezapawa Mahasamaya Sattva Humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manubalaya Betsa Sato Denubadisha Zazo Mepawa Sudokai Mepawa Supokai Mepawa Anulado Mepawa Sawa Siddhi Mepulayacha Sawa Karma Sushame Jidam Silivan Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Bezamame Mancha Bezabawa Mahasamaya Sattva Humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manubalaya Betsa Sato Denubadisha Zazo Mepawa Sudokai Mepawa Supokai Mepawa Anulado Mepawa Sawa Siddhi Mipulaya cha sawa karma sushame zidam silivan guru hum ha 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 bhagavan sawa tathagata bezamame mancha bezibawa mahasamaya sattva humpe betsa sato samaya manubalaya betsa sato denubadisha zazo me pawa sudokai me pawa supokai me pawa Anulado me pawa sawa siddhi me polaya cha sawa karma sushame zidam silivan guru hum ha 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 bhagavan sawa tathagata besamame mancha bezipawa mahasamaya sattva humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manupalaya Betsa Sato Denubadisha Zazo Me Pawa Sudokai Me Pawa Supokai Me Pawa Anulado Me Pawa Sawa Siddhi Me Bolaya Cha Sawa Karma Sushame Siddham Silivan Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Betsamame Mancha Betsipawa Mahasamaya Sattva Humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manubalaya Betsa Sato Denubadisha Zazo Mepawa Sudokai Mepawa Supokai Mepawa Anulado Mepawa Sawa Siddhi Mepolaya Cha Sawa Karma Sushame Jitamu Silivan Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Betsamame Mancha Betsipawa Mahasamaya Sattva Humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manubalaya Betsa Sato Denubadisha Zazo Mepawa Sudokai Mepawa Supokai Mepawa Anulado Mepawa Sawa Siddhi Mepulaya Cha Sawa Karma Sushame Jidamu Silivan Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Bezamame Mancha Bezibawa Mahasamaya Sattva Humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manubalaya Betsa Sato Denubadisha Zazo Mepawa Sudokai Mepawa Supokai Mepawa Anulado Mepawa Sawa Siddhi Mepulaya Cha Sawa Karma Suchame Siddhamu Silivan Guru Hum Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Betsamame Mancha Betsipawa Mahasamaya Sattva Humpe Betsa Sato Samaya Manubalaya Betsa Sato Denupadisha Zazo Mepawa Sudokai Mepawa Supokai Mepawa Anulado Mepawa Sawa Siddhi Mipulaya Cha Sawa Karma Sushame Jidam Silivan Guru Hum 하하하하 바카운 사와 타타카타 베자마메 먼저 베즈바와 마하사마야 사토와 홈헤 有节佛风 9 cycle Buddha win. So here, let's first visualize the 3 channels. So first visualize that your body is transparent, clear, and pure as crystal. And inside your body, there are 3 vertical channels running parallel to each other. All 3 channels start at the navel chakra, located 4 finger widths below the navel, branching out upwards to become the central right and left channels. The central channel has a top wide, bottom narrow, trumpet-like shape, flaring out like the bell of a trumpet and ending at the crown of your head. And the right and left channels run next to the central channel, with the left channel ending at the left nostril and the right channel ending at the right nostril. So I'll guide you through the first cycle in more detail, the first 3 cycles in more detail, and then you can repeat the steps in the subsequent cycles. Okay, so first of all, use your left ring finger or little finger to block your left nostril and breathe in through your right nostril. So whenever we are breathing in, visualize the light of all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas spread throughout the vast expanse of space, and you are breathing in this bright light. Once you have breathed in fully through your right nostril, use your right ring finger or little finger to block your right nostril and visualize the white light that you have breathed in descending along your right channel to the navel chakra, 4 finger widths below the navel, then switching over to ascend along the left channel, reaching the left nostril and exiting the left nostril as you exhale. And at this point, visualize all your karmic hindrances, illnesses, and ignorance, mental afflictions transforming into black smoke and leaving through the left nostril. So this is the first cycle. Whenever we breathe out, it's always black smoke. And it will repeat at the first, 5th, and 8th cycle. Okay? The second cycle, use your right ring finger or little finger to block your right nostril and breathe in the white light through your left nostril. The white light of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Okay? So it descends along the left channel to the navel chakra, and then it ascends along the right channel and exits from the right nostril as black smoke. So note that the actions for the left and right nostrils are similar. It is just a matter of switching sides. So this is the second cycle, and it will also repeat at the 4th and 9th cycle. The third cycle is when we breathe in the luminous qi, the bright light of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, through both nostrils, and visualize this qi descending along both the right and left channels at the same time, reaching the navel chakra 4 finger widths below the navel, then merging into one, and this merged qi enters the central channel, ascending all the way to the crown where there is no outlet. Thus it descends back down the central channel to the navel chakra, and then it separates into 2 to ascend along the left and right channels, eventually exiting both nostrils. So this is the third cycle, and it would also repeat at the 6th and 7th cycle. And remember that whenever the qi enters our body, so when we breathe in, it's always white. When it enters the body, it turns into red. And when it exits the body, it turns into black. And the key of this practice, this breathing exercise, is Si Man Chang, which translates to refined. Si is refined. Man is slow. Chang is long, prolonged, or gradual. Okay, so let's continue with the 4th cycle. So breathe in slowly through your left nostril. Do the same visualization as before. And exhale slowly, breathe out slowly through your right nostril. Breathe in slowly through your right nostril. And breathe out slowly through your left nostril. The sixth cycle, breathe in through both nostrils. And breathe out slowly through both nostrils. Breathe in through both nostrils. And breathe out slowly through both nostrils. The eighth cycle, breathe in through the right nostril. And breathe out through the left nostril. The ninth cycle, breathe in through your left nostril. And breathe out slowly through your right nostril. Okay, so now let's do the visualization of the deity merging into the practitioner before we enter samadhi. So first visualize, this is also called the Ru Wo Guan, okay, in Chinese. So first visualize Vajrasattva sitting atop your head at the Brahma aperture. And inside your body, the lotus located at the heart chakra in the central channel opens up to reveal a moon disk. And on the moon disk is Vajrasattva's seed syllable Hom, radiating light. Visualize Vajrasattva atop your head, transforming into a rice grain-sized, shining pearl of light, which then enters your Brahma aperture, descending along the central channel to reach the lotus at your heart chakra. At the heart chakra lotus, Vajrasattva gradually becomes larger and larger until becoming the same size as you, and visualize yourself becoming Vajrasattva. You are now Vajrasattva, one and the same. So let's enter samadhi for 10 minutes. Ding, emerging from Samadhi. Song Zhen, recite praise. Living Buddha Lian Sheng teaches the great Tantric Dharma, Vajrasattva transforming Vajra hearts, a great spiritual union when the two merge into one, eradicating karmic hindrances to truly attain purity. Xiannian Bada Benjun Xingzhou recite the heart mantras of the eight principal Yidam deities. Om Ami Dewa Se, Om Mani Bemi Hum, Om Badamo Lintolin Soha, Om Ha 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 We Samaye Soha, Om Jali Jali Junti Soha, Om Jambala Chanun Chanaye Soha, Om Ah Hum Beza Guru Bema Siddhi Hum Se, Om Ah Hum Guru Be Ah Sasamaha Lian Sheng Siddhi Hum, Deyata Bekatsia Bekatsia Maha Bekatsia Latsa Samo Kadehi Soha. Yin 4. Recite Buddha's name 3 times. Namo the 36 trillion 119,000 and 500 Amitabha Buddhas of the same name. Namo the 36 trillion 119,000 and 500 Amitabha Buddhas of the same name. Namo the 36 trillion 119,000 and 500 Amitabha Buddhas of the same name. 加念请佛出世祈愿文 Supplication for Buddha to stay in the Saha world. The Lord of Secrets of the Vajra realm, virtuous and with profound kindness, Buddhas in worlds as numerous as motes of dust across all 10 directions, the ocean assembly of bodhisattvas with great compassion for sentient beings, and all herukas, dharmapalas, dakas, and dakinis, we prostrate in homage before you. The 3 worldly poisons blaze furiously in the long, dark night. Devastated bodies and minds suffer endlessly in the misery of perpetual rebirth. With great compassion, His Holiness came into this world to salvage deluded ones. The powerful brilliance of the 3 jewels thus provides refuge for all. Your Vajra body, upon which the merit fields of humans and devas rely, bestows precepts, teachings, empowerments, and attainments. We disciples of the Buddha plead that you stay in the Saha world to turn the Dharma wheel, to benefit and bring happiness to infinite realms of sentient beings. 回向 Merit dedication. May all who recite the name of Amitabha Buddha all be reborn in the land of ultimate bliss. Repay the kindness from the fourfold benefactors above and aid those who suffer in the 3 paths below. Upon seeing the Buddha, be freed from the cycle of birth and death. Like the Buddhas, deliver all beings. We disciples dedicate the merits of this practice to our lineage Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng. May Guru Buddha always have good health and longevity, be at perfect ease, always reside in the Saha world, and forever turn the Dharma wheel. We also pray for Shimu Grand Master Sheng-Yen Lu to be in good health. And may everyone be healthy, steadfast in cultivation, have everything go as wished, and have all misfortunes turn into blessings. You may silently make your own prayers, dedications, and wishes at this time. Recite 100-syllable mantra 3 times to make up for any errors or omissions during the practice, unclear visualizations, or discursive thoughts. Okay. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denubadisha Zazome Pawa Sudokai Mi Pawa Supukai Mi Pawa Anulado Mi Pawa Sawa Siddhi Mi Polaya Cha Sawa Karma Sushame Chidamu Siliran Guru Hom Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Bezamami Mancha Bezabawa Mahasamaya Satawa Hom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dhenubadisha Zazo Me Pawa Sodokai Me Pawa Supokai Me Pawa Anulado Me Pawa Sawa Siddhi Me Polaya Cha Sawa Karma Sushame Siddham Silivan Guru Hom Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Visamami Mancha Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Satawa Hom Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dhenubadisha Zazo Me Pawa Sudokai Me Pawa Supokai Me Pawa Anulado Me Pawa Sawa Siddhi Me Polaya Cha Sawa Karma Sushame Siddhamu Silivan Guru Hom Ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa Tathagata Visamami Mancha Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Satowa Hom Pe. 观想大礼拜 Great Homage Visualization. So do the same visualizations as what was mentioned earlier. Let's first prostrate in homage to our lineage root guru and all Buddhas of the 10 directions and 3 times from the Buddha Shrine Mudra. Om Ah Hom. Visualize infinite selves, prostrating to infinite Buddhas. Release the mudra. Second, prostrate in homage to all bodhisattvas from the lotus mudra. Om Ah Hom. Visualize infinite selves, prostrating to infinite bodhisattvas. Release the mudra. Third, prostrate in homage to all Dharma protectors. Om Ah Hom. Visualize infinite selves, prostrating to infinite Dharma protectors. Release the mudra. Fourth, bow in homage to all inequality. From the equality mudra, bow, touch your brow point, and then release the mudra. Chutai Ni Yuan Manzhou. Exit the practice, recite the completion mantra 3 times. Om Bulin, Om Bulin, Om Bulin, Om Mani Pemi Hom. Okay, that concludes a perfect and complete practice. 修法圆满如意吉祥. May all wishes be fulfilled and all endeavors be auspicious. Thank you everyone for your participation. So if you're short of time, you can exit the practice at this time. If you have a bit of time and you like to listen to a bit of Dharma sharing, then let's first of all put our palms together and pay homage to our root guru, living Buddha Lian Sheng. And to the lineage gurus of True Buddha School, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and Dharma protectors. Pray for their blessings so that any Dharma sharing is beneficial, auspicious. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, if you're in the North America region, it's still Amitabha's birthday. So I thought maybe I'll just share from Grand Master's book, Golden Wisdom, Stories of Words of Gold. This is book 266. And there's an English translation available from Ifu Publication. Okay, let me try and see whether I can pull up the image. Okay. So why would I like to share this? Because there inside this book, there are several chapters that describe impressions of the Maha Twin Lotus Ponds. And where are the Maha Twin Lotus Ponds? They are in Amitabha's Pure Land, the Western Paradise of Ultimate Bliss. So, why do we want to be reborn in the Western Paradise of the Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land? I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure if I'm still on, but okay, anyway, let me try to continue. So basically, let's see now. Zoom. Okay, sorry, this is Ifo Culture's website. If you want to order books, you can come to the store, online store, and they can send it to you. And depending on your region, maybe they might include an additional postage fee. So this book here, 266 Golden Wisdom, this book has been translated by Jenny Shao, and there are actually 7 chapters about impressions of the Maha Twin Lotus Ponds inside this book from page 101. So Grandmaster wrote that I have come from Maha Twin Lotus Ponds, and in the future I will return to the Maha Twin Lotus Ponds. Pamakumar's true Buddha world is located in the Maha Twin Lotus Ponds, and the Pure Land of Pamakumara is located inside Amitabha's Western Pure Land of Ultimate Bliss, Sukhavati. Waters in this realm have 8 meritorious attributes. This Pure Land is known by many other names: True Buddha Pure Land, Flower Life Pure Land, Merits Pure Land, 8 Waters Pure Land, Fresh and Cool Pure Land, Water Moon Pure Land, Fragrant Light Pure Land. They all refer to Maha Twin Lotus Ponds. Maha Twin Lotus Ponds was originally manifested from the 2 eyes of Buddha Eyes Buddha Mother, or Buddha Lochana Buddha Mother, and it is also the Pure Land of Pamakumara manifested by Amitabha. The Pamakumara in Maha Twin Lotus Ponds is a manifested being who has reached the stage of never regressing along the path of realization. If he travels to the human world, he comes with divine destiny to aid and deliver sentient beings. It must be someone who engages in spiritual cultivation to purify all karmic defilements of the body, speech, and mind. He saves sentient beings. He redeems sentient beings. He has compassion for sentient beings. Grandmaster wrote that he incarnated into the human world to help the living beings here. He wants to teach us to leave the pupa state that wraps us with the karmic defilements of the mind. He wrote, I want to teach them to follow the Dharma laws of the universe, to leave the physical body, and to fly to the manifested Maha Twin Lotus Ponds. This is the divine destiny of Pamakumar Sheng-Yen Lu. The realm there is the same as Amitabha's Western Paradise. There is no suffering, only happiness. 7 tiers of jeweled railings, 7 layers of jeweled nets, 7 rows of jeweled trees, the gemstones, 4 kinds of gemstones, the ponds or lakes made from 7 precious substances, waters with 8 kinds of meritorious attributes, steps on the 4 sides with gold, silver, lapis lazuli, rock crystal, pavilions made of gold, silver, lapis lazuli, rock crystal, red poles, agate, lotuses as large as car wheels, green lotuses radiating green light, yellow lotuses radiating yellow light, red lotuses radiating red light, white lotuses radiating white light, and each lotus blossom is mysteriously wonderful, pure, and fragrant, the pure and wonderful heavenly melodies resounding the skies, the flowers showering in the skies, white cranes, peacocks, parrots, saris, kalivinkas, jiba-jibas. They sing graceful heavenly songs in harmony. When the rows of jewel trees and nets sway in the soft wind, a sweet and entrancing sound of myriad melodies issues from them. Its bright light is infinite, the life of its inhabitants is infinite, and there are other endless blissful sceneries in the pure land of ultimate bliss, and Grand Master will explain them one by one. So the above is as described in the scriptures or sutras. From what I know, the Pama Kumars and Maha Twin Lotus Ponds fly with their Buddha essence or Buddha nature and can travel back and forth among the many Buddha lands or pure lands at speeds faster than radio waves. So Grand Master recently explained in his discourse that if we go to the Western paradise or the Western pure land of ultimate bliss, Sukhavati, we don't have to worry about 食衣住行, which is food, clothing, shelter, transportation, and all the stuff that we have to figure out or worry about in the human realm. So none of that is there. So it's the Western pure life, it's the Western paradise. And once we get there, we don't need to, we leave the cycle of rebirth. And also we can listen to the 37 factors of enlightenment. So Amitabha Buddha manifests into various kinds of birds, so that teach and preach about the 37 factors of enlightenment. So the birds are not from the animal realm, they're actually emanations manifested by Amitabha Buddha. And so you kind of have to be familiar with the concept of samsara, the 6 realms of samsara. So this is the wheel of the cycle of life and death. And if we don't cultivate, sentient beings are trapped in this cycle. And depending on our karma, if you do good, you end up going to the heavenly realm. If you do bad stuff, you end up suffering in the hell realms after we pass on, or we may be reborn in the 3 lower realms, which would be hungry ghosts or animals. And the other 3 realms would be the realms of humans, devas, heavenly beings, or asuras. And even if we end up in the heavenly realm, if we exhaust our merit, we end up having to go through the whole cycle of transmigration again. We may fall into the other realms. So only the 4 holy realms, which are the realms of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Shravakas, Arhats, those are the 4 holy realms that are beyond the 6 realms of rebirth. And so when we are able to be reborn in the Western Pure Land of ultimate bliss, then we don't have to go through the 6 realms of suffering again, 6 realms of samsara, unless you're coming back to save sentient beings as a bodhisattva. So in the Western Pure Land, we will continue to, there are 2 conditions for us to be born in the Western Pure Land. So Grandma has taught 不可有少善根, which means you need to have sufficient good roots or sufficient merit. So we need to start cultivating the 10 virtuous deeds, acts of generosity or spiritual cultivation, help other people, benefit other people, in accord with the Dharma. And also the second condition is 一心不乱, which means to be your heart is undistracted or it's fully focused, wholehearted focus on Amitabha Buddha, on the Western paradise of ultimate bliss, Western Pure Land of ultimate bliss. And in the Amitabha Sutra, it also describes that if you think of Amitabha for one night, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, all 7 days, Amitabha will manifest to deliver the being that's passing away to the Pure Land. So these are some of the reasons why we want to be reborn in Amitabha's Pure Land or the Maha Twin Lotus Ponds. And so other things that were mentioned in the book, it says that Grand Master wrote that the practitioner knows that the human body in the past is a coarse body subjected to the laws of causality. So some characteristics of a human body, it bears the results of karma. It will become old, it will get sick, and it is so coarse that it is without any redeeming quality. So we know that in the human realm, people grow old, will fall sick, and so there's a lot of suffering just purely because of this human body, right? This physical coarse body. But the beings at the Maha Twin Lotus Ponds have these characteristics. They have light bodies, and the light bodies are extremely refined. They are no longer subject to the laws of karma. The light bodies will not become old. These light bodies will not get sick. And these light bodies no longer have birth or death. And the practitioners can manifest in the image of Sambhogakaya, which are the bliss bodies of Buddhas. These light bodies are beautiful and majestic. They are adorned with celestial garments and jewels. And when a light body wants to travel to other Buddhas' pure lands, it can just fly there by riding on a lotus which comes in many colors. And going back and forth among the pure lands is faster than the speed of electricity, the speed of light, faster than the speed of radiation. It is unimaginable and indescribable. In almost one thought, one will arrive at the destination. So Grandmaster wrote that he knows for himself that the beings at the Maha Twin Lotus Ponds have light bodies. The beings at the realms of devas or heavenly beings have thought forms, and humans have flesh bodies. So light forms or the light bodies are the highest, followed next by the thought form, still subject to karma and transmigration. So these are thought forms are the forms of the devas, heavenly beings. And then the most coarse form or the flesh body in which the spirit, the Buddha essence or Buddha nature for Xing is imprisoned. When the flesh is old and decayed, the spirit will bear the effects of karma and transmigrate accordingly within the 6 realms of devas, humans, asuras, hell beings, hungry ghosts, and animals. So these are the 6 realms of samsara, as I mentioned, and such transmigrations can go on forever. Yeah. And so this part is if we don't encounter a great, virtuous, kind friend like Grandmaster, like Living Buddha Lian Sheng, who teaches us the Dharma and guides us to spiritually cultivate so that we can leave the 6 realms of samsara. So the sceneries at the Maha Twin Lotus Ponds, they are made up of very subtle light color vibrations. They are of infinite light colors. The sphere of Maha Twin Lotus Ponds is 10 million times that of the human world. The lights at the Maha Twin Lotus Ponds are like the aurora. They are dazzling, soft, serene, pure, pleasant. And everything at the Maha Twin Lotus Ponds is elegant, beautiful, clean. The Pama Kumaras are all of all colors, are neat and orderly. They share one heart. They share the same virtues. They have the same kindness. They have fun together. So there is no one who wants to break away from this And in this realm of Amitabha's paradise, there are no weeds, no bacteria, no insects, snakes, or bees. It is spring all year round and it cannot be described. There are heavenly flowers in the air, suffusing fragrances that bring delight to the light body. So it's very fragrant, very sweet smelling, very not just beautiful visually, but also smell. It's raining rainbow colored light. It has infinitely changing sceneries. It has golden pavilions. It has silver pavilions. It has rainbow-like pool waters. It has bright sky pearls from Indra's net. And Grand Master Lu said that the true Buddha world will satisfy one aesthetically. So it's so beautiful. There's no lack. And Grandmaster Lu also wrote that it's an incredible and inconceivable realm beyond anyone's imagination. So in the human world, fish are only found in the water, birds must fly in the sky, animals walk upon the surface of the earth, humans also walk the earth, worms are in the soil. However, in the Mahatrin lotus ponds, light bodies can freely undergo transformation. All forms manifest freely, and he explains that exotic flowers can appear in the air, birds can swim in the water, light bodies can freely come and go through the earth, water, fire, and air. The golden pavilions and silver pavilions can transform and shapeshift amidst the elements of earth, water, fire, and air. A light body lives wherever it wants to live. So here in the human world, we have to like immigrate to go to live in another country, and we're trapped by all these various rules of the human world. But light bodies, they're free to live wherever they want to live. The transformations are limitless, and one can do whatever one wants. So, for example, if a light body suddenly wants to eat a custard apple tree will grow and bear custard apples so that the fruits can be picked and eaten right away. Delicious, sweet, and fragrant, so we don't have to worry about food. And if the light body does not want to eat anymore, it can will the tree and all the fruits away. So this occurs because the light bodies are of the spirit. So whatever light body wants to eat will manifest. It comes upon one's bidding, it goes upon one's bidding. Another example that Grandmaster wrote in his books, in this book, Golden Wisdom, in the chapter, he wrote that a child, a teen, a young adult, an adult, an elderly person, all are interchangeable. A man, a woman, both are interchangeable. So we're not like subject to one particular form. And everyone is happy, harmonious, and equal. The Palmakumaras in the Mahatrin lotus ponds have light bodies born from lotuses, they are commonly manifested forms there. They can drink forever from the meritorious waters of heaven and earth, waters which are delicious and sweet like the liquids imbibed by immortals, also known as Amrita or ambrosia. And since the Palmakumaras manifested from the lotuses, communication with each other is not a problem. So in the human realm, there is human conflict, there's war, but in the pure land of Amitabha Buddha, there is no human conflict, there is no war. The light bodies are virtuous and spiritual practitioners who have cultivated diligently enough to come to this pure land. So as I mentioned, as Grandmaster Lu taught, one of the conditions, we need to have sufficient merit. And how can we accumulate merit? We can do that by doing good deeds, helping other people. So one very good way is to help out, be a volunteer at a cultivation venue. Because at a cultivation venue, there are so many other people going there who have the affinity with the Buddhas and they want to spiritually cultivate, they want to learn about the Dharma, and or they have problems they are praying for a solution. So if you help out at a cultivation venue, that's actually one good way that you can actually increase your merit very quickly compared to if you just look for random people to help in the streets. So these cultivation venues are actually convergent places where we can converge to do good things, turn the Dharma wheel together, so you can build up, accumulate merit very quickly. In addition to sharing about the Dharma, you can donate to temples or TB Boye or like print good books, print sutras, support like Buddhist translation, Grand Master's teachings, spread Grand Master's teachings. All of these can generate merit. So the light bodies are virtuous and spiritual practitioners who have cultivated diligently enough to come to this pure land. And in regard to their residences, they can live inside flower beds, they can live in golden penthouses or silver penthouses or any other pure land. They can live in castles, palaces, mansions made of gold, silver, the seven treasures. They can live in dragon palaces, sky palaces, and all of these can be created through transformations. They are not unchangeable. There are no limits. Everything is created from the light and comes and goes with the flow of the mind. This is the pure land of Amitabha's bliss body. The light body is not born from a woman, but from one's inherent Buddha essence or Buddha nature, forcing. Relying on one's own yoga practice, one's spirit can travel through the central channel and exit the crown aperture, flying off like a dove. So Grandmaster wrote, "This is the Buddha essence or Buddha nature breaking away from the flesh body and returning home to the realm of the spirit." So why is the Manhattan Lotus Pond such a blissful place? Grandmaster wrote, "The light bodies are the light of Buddha essence, Buddha nature, so they are not subject to heat or cold. They do not need to defecate or urinate. They don't need to pee or poop. The light body's light is that of the thousand-petaled lotus, the Sahasrara or crown chakra, which absorbs the power and light of the supreme consciousness. It is a sublime existence on the quantum level. We can say that from the thousand-petaled lotus, Pama Kumaras have manifested and created the true Buddha world, a stage of non-retrogression. A stage of non-retrogression means that once you get to this true Buddha world, this pure land, you will not recede on the path. So in our practice just now, there was mention of we will not recede on the path until reaching enlightenment. So this is what it refers to also, which is that so sometimes in the human realm as practitioners, we may be diligent for some time and then you may slack. And then like we stop doing we are there are obstacles. These are karmic hindrances that prevent us from being diligent on the path. And so what happens is that we slow down our practice, we don't do practice or we don't go to cultivate anymore. And then like we want to go out and play, like enjoy secular pleasures, like you want to go watch movies, go out, hang out with other friends, and then you forget about your Dharma practice. And you forget that actually each day that passes by, our human life is dwindling. So we're like fish in a pool of diminishing water. And so what fun is there? So, but in the true Buddha world, the Pure Land, it is a stage of non-retrogression where your mind of cultivation is very steadfast, very firm, and you will not deteriorate in your practice. So whatever you're doing, you're always mindful of spiritual cultivation, even in your secular life. So it's different. So beings in the true Buddha world or the Pure Land, they do not suffer the five death. Well, here it writes death omens experienced by the celestial beings or devas, but so they refer to their flowery crowns will start to wither. They're dissatisfied with their positions. Their clothes will become soiled. Their bodies will become dirty and smell bad. And they sweat under the armpits. So this is referring to the celestial beings or devas, because in the heavenly realm, they are like very happy, their bodies are clean, fragrant, and stuff like that. But when their merit starts to diminish, so as mentioned, when beings in the heavenly realm, they start to diminish in their merits, then they have to undergo transmigration. So some of the signs that will begin to manifest when they're about to fall into transmigration is that these five so-called death omens, their flowery crowns start to wither, they are dissatisfied with their stations, their clothes become soiled, their bodies become dirty and smell bad, and they start to sweat. So the heavenly beings will experience these five phenomena when their lives are about to end and they have to undergo transmigration. So it occurs because the devas are still subject to the laws of karma. And what about the soul bodies of ghosts? Ghosts have the coarsest and filthiest ghost soul bodies. So these are the lowest level. And the light bodies at the Mahatrin Lotus Ponds are eternal and therefore the happiest. There is no death. They are in a state of no birth and no death. There are no afflictive emotions. There are no illnesses. There are no demons. Maras cannot go there. This is ultimate bliss. So Grand Master tells everyone that devas are also happy. Their heavenly games and happiness can be observed by the divine eyes of our light bodies. And the light bodies can also see human beings' joy, the devas' joy, the heavenly beings' joy. The light bodies can see them all as if watching a performance. This is ultimate bliss, and the light bodies have the highest spiritual awareness. Their appearance is beautiful and clean, and although no emphasis is placed on form, when a family member or good friend comes to the Mahatrin Lotus Ponds, the light bodies can also change into beautiful forms. And when the relatives and friends, students who have achieved accomplishment in their practice arrive at the Mahatrin Lotus Ponds, there are also welcoming parties. So Pama Kumaras and the Mahatrin Lotus Ponds also have celebrations and gatherings of light bodies. They play heavenly music, and such heavenly music is beyond descriptions. It is ultimate bliss. Walking, standing, sitting, lying, it is ultimate bliss. Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Prayaka Buddhas, solitary Buddhas, Arhats, light bodies from these four holy realms will also visit the pure land of Mahatrin Lotus Ponds. These are supreme gatherings of joy, and it is ultimate bliss. There are also saints in the human world who can enter Samadhi and see the Mahatrin Lotus Ponds, but the number is very small. During these gatherings of saints and sages, communion of mind with mind occurs when they shine lights upon each other. It is indeed ultimate bliss. So in the human realm, there is miscommunication due to language problems, but in the Mahatrin Lotus Ponds, they just need to shine lights upon each other and they can communicate with each other through their minds. Yeah, so there is more, but I hope you will read the book. And so I will not share, I'll probably end around here. So one other thing that Grand Master shares is that devas can live to be 500 years old, 1,000 years old, some a few thousand years old. The lifespan of devas surpasses that of humans. Devas live 5 times, 10 times, or even 100 times longer, but their lives are still finite. Light bodies in the Pure Lands, on the other hand, are clean, pure, and do not disintegrate. There is no dying of illnesses, no dying of aging, no sudden death, no accidental death. There is, however, one exception. The white Kumara at the Maha Twin Lotus Ponds, entrusted by the Buddhas, has taken a compassionate journey to the human world. His divine destiny after incarnation into the world is to teach the Tantrayana Dharma or the Tantric Dharma to sentient beings and bring them back to the Maha Twin Lotus Ponds. This is unconditional loving kindness, universal compassion. However, just like the Buddhas, there are 3 things I cannot do, Grand Master cannot do. 1, I cannot help someone who has no affinity with the Buddha Dharma or whose conditions have not yet matured. Number 2, I cannot help evil ghosts. Fixed karma cannot be altered. Number 3, I cannot save all living beings. I teach sentient beings to eliminate desires, the three poisons of greed, aversion, and delusion, to eliminate the hold of the pleasures of the senses, form, sound, smell, taste, and touch. And these are the conditions for returning to the world of the light bodies. I say, Grand Master says, specifically, these two conditions are the major keys to practice. Of course, one must also work to achieve the following: samadhi, the correct meditative stability; enlightenment, the correct wisdom; liberation, the pure awareness; awakening, the freedom by final knowledge. And at this time, a light body is endowed with merits and transcendental powers, powers of light, fearlessness. Amitabha, the Idam, has manifested Pama Kumaras and the majestic and supremely wonderful Mahatrin lotus ponds that stretches beyond the 10 directions. There is a large treasure pool. Its bottom is covered with golden sand, and above the pool are stacks of wonderful golden and silver pavilions radiating limitless light. I say Maha Twin Lotus Ponds is spectacular. Okay, so there is more information, but I will stop here for today. So I hope that you will try to find, you can either purchase this book or you can maybe borrow the book from a library at your local cultivation venue. Or hopefully it will be available on TB Boyer in the future. Okay, so in the meantime, so I'll end the Dharma sharing here today, and tomorrow is the 18th of the lunar month. So, I mean, if you're in the North America region, so remember to recite the Tribhuta Sutra, or if you're in the Southeast Asian region, it's already the 18th of December, and you can recite the Tribhuta Sutra today. So wishing everyone all the best. Have a good week, great week ahead. Om Mani Padme Hum.